Okay, so I had a taste for spaghetti squash, so I've cooked it, and you see how soft and tender that is. So what I did was, after I cut them in half, I turn it upside down, and that will allow it to cook fast. Look at that. So they're done. See how nice and tender that is? So I cooked the spaghetti squash. Now what I did was I made a sauce. And the sauce is just tomato sauce, like a spaghetti sauce. I added some onions to it, seasoned it a little bit more, because to me it needs a little bit more seasoning. So I did that. And I'm going to put this on my squash. And after I put this on my squash, I'm going to put some cheese. I probably should have made a little bit more sauce, but we're going to make it do. Don't have to work. You guys see the squash is nice and tender. And it didn't take long to cook. You cut it in half. Scoop out the seeds. Yeah, I should have had a little more sauce, but this is going to work. It will work. I have Colby Jack cheese. And this is another cheese. I can't pronounce this cheese. But this is from Aldi's also. And then I have, because I'm not using meat on it, this is Beyond Steak. And this is a plant-based seared tips. This is not meat. So let me open this. It looks something like meat, but it is not. Looks like steak. But of course it's not. It's just veggies. So, put that on there. Put some cheese on there. This is the Colby Jack cheese. And you know what? I should have put a little mushroom on there. So what I'm going to do is get my mushrooms out and put a little mushroom in there. Okay, I'm trying to find my mushroom. So I got some mushrooms. These are my mushrooms. So now let's sprinkle a little mushroom in there. Some of them is kind of cooked, kind of thick. So we're going to kind of slice them in half because they are thick. See how thick that is? To me, that's too thick. So we're going to slice that in half. I'm going to do that one a little different. And like I said, they kind of thick. See how thick those mushrooms are? So whenever they thick like that, I cut them in half. I slice them. So now it's not like a nice amount of mushrooms, so. And it depends on whether you like mushroom. If you don't like mushroom, don't put no mushroom on there. If I had bell pepper, I would have put some bell peppers on there. But didn't have any, so I'm not gonna worry about the bell peppers. this cheese in there. Everything comes from Aldi's except the plant-based seared, which is something like a steak, but you know it's not steak. Everything else comes from Aldi's. That came from Walmart, so you could buy that at Walmart. And I want it nice and cheesy, so let's put a nice amount of cheese on it. Make it nice and cheesy. And then I'm going to show y'all what I do to keep my cheese from sticking to the foil. To keep my cheese from sticking to the foil, I use a canola oil spray. This one comes from Aldi's as well, but you can buy these kind of things from the dollar store. And you spray your foil. Spray your foil that way. When you take that top off of there, your cheese will not be stuck to the foil. So let's get a little piece on this side. Let's spray this down. And let's put that foil over there. See that? Now that's ready to go in the oven. And I'll let y'all see what it's looking like once the cheese melts.